What's up, race fans? It's Randy Orton, Fan 2011, back here once again for round 10 of 36 in Season 3 of the PORWC Pepsi Cup Series. This is the Aaron's 499, brought to you here at Talladega Super Speedway. Joining me here in the broadcast booth is the creator of the SunocoCupSeries Cup Series. You know him as SunocoCupSeries. He is Robbie Sunoco. How are you doing, my man?
Doing good. Thank you for having me here for this event number 10 of the PORWC Pepsi Cup Series. Here at Talladega, it's going to be a great race.
All right, now I just want your insight on this. I know a lot of, we see, from qualifying, we see a lot of notable names here starting towards the front, but this is Talladega, and anything can happen. So, like do you think someone towards the back of the pack, or someone towards the back of the pack in the starting order, or someone who is actually towards the back in the points, such as Emilio Navarrete, could come away with a good finish, or maybe even the win?
Yes, they could. Anybody. You could be first or you could be 42nd starting. As long as you get through the big X factor, that is the big one, you can have a great finish here and really make some waves in your points.
All right, well, it's going to be an interesting race here for 20 laps, but let's take a look at the starting lineup. That was looking at your starting lineup. James Qualls will be on the pole. That was his first pole of the season. Our previous race winner, Seth Cole, is starting right beside him in second. There's our defending champ, Dylan Poteet, starting third, and our current points leader, Anthony McCurry, starting fourth. There's Trent Dunham, who's certainly in need of a good finish, as well as Peachy London. They'll be starting in row 3. Ryan Richards, who's having a phenomenal rookie season, and there's Michael Norman, who was trying to get inside the top 10 in points, starting in 8th. And then you got Dylan Young, who won at Chicago Twin, and Callum Wales, the Aussie, looking to get out of the basement in the standings. So we're just about ready to get started. Let's fire up the engines and get it started here at Talladega. Let's go. Roll Tide, everyone. Roll Tide all day. 20 laps here at Talladega, Alabama. Going to be interesting to see how these cars run, right, Robbie?
Yep, it's like I said, it's a wide open affair. You do not want to touch your pencil when it comes to where you're going to see who's going to win, because anybody could have a shot at winning once they come through the tri-oval and take the stripe.
All right. Well, of course, there's a long way to the start-finish line here. Let's make sure everyone stays intact here, as the pace car will hit pit road. Everyone trying to catch back up.
James Qualls and Seth Cole are going to lead the field. Seth, the winner at Mexico City.
Green flag is out. Here we go. 20 laps here at Talladega. Now, look at this. They're already 4 wide coming into turn 1.
Yep, they're leaning on each other a little bit throughout the course of the field. One's on the apron back there.
Danny Wells. Danny Wells is on the apron. Oh, can he save it? Oh, there he goes. He just goes around. There goes Sean Galligan. Sean Galligan, Cody Lamas around.
There was a lot of wrestling going on in the back of the field, trying to maintain everything straight and narrow.
Oh, no! There, man. Kyle Sosnowski, Michael Norman, Peachy London, Liam Ervig, second in the points.
McLeod flipping.
Oh, James McLeod, he's in it. Michael Norman upside down. Oh, Cody Lamas took another hard hit. Oh, there was another one. Tony Blaze was in it. Oh, Danny Wells.
Peachy took another hit.
Hard hit. Alex Jones took a hard hit. Yellow flag is out. Look at this. Jake Cole, who won at Phoenix, he's out. He's done
Ben
for the
Paul.
day. Callum Wells started in the top 10. He's done. He could be done for this race. And yellow flag is out. James Qualls beats the field to the line. Dylan Poteet second. Seth Cole in third, Trent Dunham fourth, and Anthony McCurry rounds to the top 5.
Who's that in front of James Qualls? I just saw some. That's Poti. What's he doing way
No,
ahead? He's not leading the race.
No, he ended up that happens a lot, Robbie. It just happens. As you see, Poti will fall back in line in second where he belongs. Yellow flag's out for the first time. It didn't take long for something like that to happen. Oh, Kyle Sosnowski up in smoke. He's done for the day. Look at all these other cars. Randy Carpenter, he's up to the basement in the points. Well, he's not going to be happy throughout this one. Pichu London, he took a hard hit, but he's back out on the track. Looks like he did.
I think he's smoking.
No,
maybe
that's Randy Carpenter. That's Randy
Carpenter smoking. Yes.
Yeah, Pichu London, he might end up coming back out on the track if because you are under the yellow flag here. Tony Blazer, he's going to go to the garage. Emilio Navarrete, oh, he's going to DNF. Another tough break for Emilio Navarrete.
Well.
Yeah, we mentioned we were supposed to mention that he's dead. That Emilio Navarrete is actually dead last in the points. That's certainly not going to help him out.
Nope, that is not going to help them out at all.
We're under the yellow flag for the first time this race. Let's take a look what put us under the yellow flag. Stay tuned. This is what brings out yellow flag number 1 in the race. You see Danny Wells here goes to the apron, makes it 5 wide here at Talladega. And right as they come off of turn 2, tries to fall back in line. Gets into Lyndon Wright, gets into Tony Blazer, and around goes Sean Galligan.
Yep. In a way, the 18 that was Cody Lamas hooked them to there. They were basically all ping-ponging it there throughout the course of that rear of the field.
Now that did not bring out the yellow, but something happened towards the front, and that brought out the yellow flag, and it happened somewhere towards the front of the pack. Oh, it's James McLeod. James McLeod just gets on the apron ever so slightly.
And goes right into
goes back on the race, goes back up the racetrack. Kyle Sosnowski, Michael Norman, Randy Carpenter, Liam Ervig. Look at McLeod flipping over. Michael Norman flipping. Pichu London. There's Pichu London. He got a hard he took a hard hit of it. And let's see. There was something else that happened towards the front here. I'm trying to figure out who was it. Something happened right around here, or did it? Oh wait, something might have happened maybe back. Oh, there. Right there, we saw more cars. We saw all those other cars getting involved.
Alexander Jones.
Alex Jones got into Ty Naughton. Jake Cole gets into Alex Jones, and then they come back up the racetrack. They take out all these other cars. Stephen Whitman, Sean Henley, Emilio Navarrete going to get involved. Dead last.
Richard Johnson.
Richard Johnson gets a piece of it. Oh, someone flipped over. I think that's Alex Jones. He's upside down.
Yep.
And we see all these other cars. There's Luke Martin trying to make his way out. Who's that? Oh, Cody Lamas took another hit. Let's see who it was from. Right? He just got clipped right there by Kyle Sosnowski. Just clipped the left rear tire.
I think I saw Pichu London a little afterwards. He obviously came full speed and made some sort of impact with.
Let's see. Oh, just tried to avoid Danny Wells, but right there, that was a hard hit for Pichu London. He's trying to find it. Oh, right there. There's Randy Carpenter. That is how Randy Carpenter went up in smoke. He just clipped Alex Jones. Get back to the race. Actually, there's the race back to the finish line. It was James Qualls, Dylan Poteet second, Seth Cole third, Trent Dunham fourth, and Anthony McCurry rounds at the top 5. So how many cars are left? I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. As we are under the yellow flag for the first time this race, let's take a look. Let's get back to green flag racing right about now. We're back. Peso's giving us the 1 to go. Here comes the top 10 rundown. James Qualls is currently the leader. Dylan Poteet second, Seth Cole in third, Trent Dunham in fourth, and Anthony McCurry rounds at the top 5. Ryan Richards is in 6th, Dylan Young in 7th, Ben Paul in 8th, Barney Ward 9th, and Charles Jackson rounds at the top 10. Look at this long list of cars that have DNF from the previous race, and there is Emilio Navarrete. He will end up 26. That's a decent amount of points, but still, he did not want a DNF.
Nope, you don't want it. That was not what you wanted. Especially, he'll have to wait till we go to Darlington and see if he can rebound his luck as the pace car dumps the field off. James Qualls going to lead us here back to the green flag.
Green flag is back out in the air for the restart on lap 6. We're down to 24 cars now, and now with the diminished field here, we'll see if we can get some green flag laps.
McCrory and Cole going right there, right behind Qualls to try to maintain his lead over Poteet.
We'll see Anthony McCurry, Seth Cole, 2 good buddies there. They're going to try and work together. Remember, they are both in Chevrolets. And I got some cars in the apron again. We're going to be paying attention here because if they end up causing some big wrecks, so there goes Ricky Hawk, William Duncan flipping over. And there's Sam Young. Joseph Lombard's in it. Yellow flag is out again.
Yeah, one was dangerously low on that apron. He was dancing with disaster.
Here we go.
There.
Three wide. Three wide to the line. 3 wide to the line. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Seth Cole. Seth Cole beats the field to the line. Anthony McCurry second. James Cole's third. Who's in third now? Trent Dunham is in fourth. And Dylan Young has now moved his way into the top 5.
The top 6 at the stripe were separated by less than a tenth of a second. Poteet being the 6th spot as problems for Joseph Lombard and William Duncan.
And William Duncan, he has lost his momentum from the previous 4 races. He had such a great run through rounds 5 through 8, and now look at this. He's had a below average finish in Mexico City, and now he's behind the wall. So tough break for William Duncan there. Seth Cole beat the field to the line. We're under the yellow flag for the second time this race. Let's take a look what put us under the yellow flag. Stay tuned. This what brings it yellow flag number 2 in the race. You see 3 cars. You see Jacob Lawler, Brandon Bain, and Ricky Hawk. They're on the apron here. Ricky Hawk goes back up the racetrack, and again, his car's going on the apron, and there's just coming back up the racetrack trying to find a place in line. And who's that car that missed it? Oh, Zohar Manu just barely missed that one.
Yep, it's a recipe for disaster when you go on that apron. You always risk having such a thing happen, and it's happened yet again. And William Duncan obviously is the victim of such.
Going to be the biggest loser of that one. Joseph Lombard took a hard hit. Look at this. There were 3 wide to the line. There were
times
3 wide.
2.
3 by 3 to the line, and it would be Seth Cole, Anthony McCurry, and then James Qualls.
James Qualls.
So wow, we could. So I'll tell you, this race could not be. This race isn't over till it's over. Anything and everything will happen in this race.
That's what's so great about being right here at Talladega. It's a race where you don't pencil in your winner until they get to the stripe.
Yep.
Mere meters.
Yep.
To when you get to the stripe.
Yep. We're under the yellow flag for the second time this race, and let's get you right back to green flag racing. Stay tuned. We're back. PSR is giving us the 1 to go. Here comes in our top 10 rundown. Seth Cole is currently your leader. Anthony McCurry second. James Qualls is third. Trent Dunham in fourth. And Dylan Young rounds to the top 5. Dylan Poteet's in 6th. Ryan Richards in 7th. Barney Ward in 8th. Ben Paul in 9th. And Charles Jackson rounds to the top 10. As you see here, 3 more cars to DNF from the race. Joseph Lombard, William Duncan, and Eric Burton. So now we're down to half the field.
Yep. We're at the halfway point. They'll take the green flag, and Seth Cole will get his bonus point for leading at the halfway mark. It'll be 10 down and 10 to go.
Well, thank you for mentioning that. So Seth Cole will get that extra bonus point for leading at the halfway point, as we are now at the second half of the race. Green flag is back in the air for the restart on lap 11.
McCrory making a nice move to the outside to challenge Seth Cole. Seth, obviously our winner at Mexico City. He's looking to try to go back-to-back, but there's a lot of racing still to go here.
James Qualls
right behind.
Trying to push Seth Cole, but now James Qualls going to the inside. He had the run at the inside. Now again, we're going to be paying attention to the rest of the pack, because now with the diminished field, anything can happen. James Qualls to the inside of Seth Cole, Dylan Young, and Ryan Richards right behind him.
Qualls looked like he was going to, he gave a little shove to the inside.
We've got a train of 5 or 6 cars train. And Dylan Young and Dylan Poteet on the apron. Dylan Poteet cars in the apron. There goes Dylan Poteet. Trent Dunn's around. Ben Paul's in it as well. And Barney Ward.
I think I saw someone else. There we go.
Brandon Bain's around. There goes Wolfgang Mason. And they're racing back to the line again. Yep. Oh, look at that. Dylan Poteet, Sam Young, Barney Ward, notable competitors. Going back to the start-finish line here, it'll be Seth Cole trying to defend the lead. Dylan Young is now second. James Qualls will try to defend third. And who's going to get fourth? It looks like it might be Ryan Richards. Yes, it will be.
Yep, just by 100th of a second, we'll nose out Anthony McClary.
Wow. Barney Ward, Brandon Bain, Ben Paul. We saw 2 incidents. Trent Dunham, he's got damage, but he is still on the racetracks. He didn't suffer much. So Trent Dunham, but look at that. Dylan Poteet, our defending champ. And there's Sam Young. He's on pit road as well. Yellow flag is out for the 3rd time in this race. And again, it was cars just bunching up, going on the apron, and then that happens.
Yep.
Under the yellow flag for the third time this race. Let's take a look. We'll put us under the yellow flag for the third time. Stay tuned. This is what brings it yellow flag number 3 in the race. Look at this. There was a train of 6 cars. There was a train of 6 cars here on the inside line, but then one car, Ryan Richards, falls out of line, tries to get back in line, and he makes contact with Dylan Poteet, and then watch Dylan Poteet come back up the racetrack.
Yep.
Gets into Ben Paul, and just clips Trent Dunham and Barney Ward nowhere to go.
Yep, it was almost like the window of opportunity closed up considerably when Ryan Richards got out of shape, and Dylan Poteet obviously had to wiggle it down low, and obviously when Ben Paul closed the gap, it was only going to lead to more circumstances happening.
Now that incident led to this one that's happened towards later on in the lap. As you see, John Waycross and Zohar Manoud, they make contact. Brandon Bain, he's gonna get contact from Wolfgang Mason, and then Brandon Bain, he's gonna get into John Waycross. He's gonna hit Charles Jackson here. Charles Jackson goes to the outside wall, and then in front of these guys, Richard Johnson just flat out takes out Wolfgang Mason.
Yep, and obviously we was talking about Zohar and Waycross. It was almost like Tony Stewart in the Sprint Unlimited, which obviously triggered the Denny Hamlin wreck in that event. Sprint Unlimited, yes.
All right, back to the race to the start-finish line. It was all Seth Cole at this point. So now at this point, we're gonna take the green flag with 5 to go. So at this point, if the yellow flag were to come out, then the race would be over.
Yeah.
So top 5: Seth Cole, Dylan Young, James Qualls, Anthony McCurry, and Ryan Richards. No, wait, Ryan Richards, Anthony McCurry. I did mention Ryan Richards did beat Anthony McCurry to the line previously.
Yep, by a mere hundredth of a second.
All right, so let's hope we can get some green flag laps here with another diminished field. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back for the final run to the finish. Stay tuned. We're back. Pace car's giving us the 1 to go one more time. Here comes one more top 10 rundown. Seth Cole is currently your leader. Dylan Young second. James Cole is third. Ryan Richards fourth. Anthony McCurry runs the top 5. Red Bell's in 6th. Jacob Lawler 7th. Luke Martin 8th. Zohar Manoud 9th. And Sean Galligan runs at the top 10. 4 more cars, a bunch more cars at DNF from the race. Sam Young, Wolfgang Mason, Brandon Bain, Barney Ward, Ben Paul, and Dylan Poteet. 15 cars are left in the race. From the final run to the finish, we'll take the green flag with 4 to go as the pace car hits pit road one more time.
Any more cautions will obviously end the race. So right now, if you are in contention, you don't want there to be another yellow. You want it to go straight through 4 laps, clean as a whistle. Green flag flies as Seth Cole leads, but Dylan Young goes up high to challenge.
We'll see if anything happens here. We're down to 15 cars now. But now look at this. Dylan Young stuck on the outside. No drafting help. No drafting help. James Cole slightly on the apron. Got to be careful there.
There's a little bit of a shove to the inside of Seth Cole, but not able to make the purchase. But watch Ryan Richards going to the inside of Qualls to battle for that number 2 spot.
But Ryan Richards is going to fall back in line now. Going to fall back in line. You see Trent Dunham, Richard Johnson, Charles Jackson. They're going to be off the pace here. So it looks like this could be a battle between 7 cars now. 7 cars, and then you might want to add, and then if they end up wrecking, then that could open the door for 8th place or 9th place, Luke Martin and Zohar Manoud. We finally got a green flag lap, so 3 to go now this time by. James
Seth Cole
trying to push Seth Cole. And there's Ryan Richards trying to defend 3rd, 3 wide for the 4th position. Red Bell into the inside. Jacob Lawler, who's having a phenomenal rookie season so far. As well as Anthony McCurry. You got 3 rookies. Look at this. You got 3 rookies right here who are in the top 10 in points, running in the top 10 right now in the current running order.
Ryan Richards going the inside of Qualls to challenge that number 2 spot with 2 laps to go for Seth Cole. Can he hold him off?
2 to go now for Seth Cole. But remember, it's not getting any easier now. The pressure is on Seth Cole to try and make it 2 in a row, but Ryan Richards is having the time of his life, his rookie season. Ryan Richards right there, but look at this, Red Bell taking 3rd position away. Where the hell did she come from?
Good in the top 10s thus far. Now she's really starting to turn up the momentum. Ryan Richards going to take the challenge with Seth Cole to go to the white flag. 1 more lap to go. And it looks like we're going to go 1 lap showdown, and we're going to finish this race.
Well, we finally got something good out of here. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. This is it. And Ryan Richards tried to pull the block, but he can't do it in time. Red Bell's to the inside.
Qual's trying to help Red Bell try to take that #1 spot. She's got it, and they're drag race down the back straightaway.
Drag racing down the backstretch. Question is, who will have the momentum heading into the start-finish line? But remember, when they get to the tri-oval, it's still a long way to the start-finish line. Anything and everything will happen. Richards trying to pull off the momentum. Ryan Richards is going to block Red Bell, and coming off the tri-oval, Ryan Richards, his first career Pepsi Cup Series victory. He wins the Aaron's 499.
Good showing for Ryan Richards. Red Bell, James Qualls all should be proud with their finishes. Dylan Young, Seth Cole finishes rounding out the top 5. A very great 4 laps. We had that concern of thinking it was going to be a wreck, and that was it. We got 4 laps of great racing action, and it was great finish, and Ryan Richards will take a W here.
Wow. And again, like you said, Talladega is one of those tracks where anyone can win it. We saw Red Bell. She could have won it. James Qualls could have won it. Ryan Richards took it. And like we said, Ryan Richards pulling off a major upset here at Talladega. Remember, this is one of those tracks where you could just come away with a major upset. And Ryan Richards will reap in the rewards with his first career Pepsi Cup Series victory.
Yep, and a great performance, of course, by Trent Dunham's team. As you saw, Red Bell finishing second. Zohar Mudden is in the top 10, even though
yeah, Trent Dunham got involved in that one incident,
finishers.
But he'll end up 15th, the last car to finish the race. And there's the rest of the field that finished the race. Let's take a look at some of the rest of the field here. As you see, Jacob Lawler, look at that, Jacob Lawler and Anthony McCurry, 6th and 8th respectively. Three of the rookies who are in the top 10 in points all finished in the top 10. How about that for a rookie class?
Yes, and I was saying Zohar Mudden, who's 7th.
Another rookie as well. Luke Martin with a second straight top 10 finish, and Sean Galligan finally getting a top 10 finish as well. So big race here. We finally got the green flag laps we needed. We got a green flag run to the finish, and now we take you to your official race results. There's a look at your official race results. Congratulations to Ryan Richards, his first career Pepsi Cup Series victory, and it couldn't come in a better track than Talladega. He had the right moves, he had the help from James Qualls, and he came away with the block right at the tri-oval.
Yep, and that's all what it takes when it comes to racing here at Talladega or any plate race track. It's stratagem, it's being in the right place at the right time, it's having luck go your way. I mean, Ryan Richards had, this what we saw with Dylan Pote earlier, where obviously triggered the wreck that we just saw that unfortunately ended Dylan's day, but that's just the way it goes here.
Yep, that's just hard racing there at Talladega. Red Bell, James Qualls will make up the podium. Dylan Young, Seth Cole, 4th and 5th. The rest of the top 10 are Jacob Lawler, Zohar Manood, Anthony McCurry, Luke Martin, and Sean Galligan. And before we get to the rest of the finishing order, we'll take a look at how many rookies have finished in the top 10. There's Richards, then you got Jacob Lawler, Zohar Manood, Anthony McCurry, and Luke Martin. So that's 5 rookies right there in the top 10. 5 rookies. Great day for the rookie class of Season 3.
Yep, and then also we'll see how the points obviously shake out. So this should actually be really interesting. As we said, Seth Cole had a top 5 finish, even though he did not win, and he probably got a good fair share of points for bonuses.
Yep, he got those bonus points, so he'll definitely take that. The rest, 5 more cars ended up finishing the race. 15 cars ended up finishing the race. That is your lucky number, 15 cars. So if you got that right, congratulations. You have earned points towards my main series season standings. Ricky Hawk, John Waycross, Charles Jackson, Richard Johnson, and Trent Dunham are the last cars to finish the race. 27 cars have DNF from the race. Look at that long list of DNFs.
Yep, Dylan Pote, Ben Paul, Barney Ward, Brendan Bain,
Wolfgang
Pichu
Mason.
London.
Yeah, and much more.
Emilio Navarrete.
A lot of notables here that finished towards the back. Biggest loser out of that one, Sean Henley, dead last.
Yep.
Go through the rest of the finishing order. 21st or 30th, Sam Young, Eric Burton, William Duncan, Joseph Lombard, Stephen Whitman, Emilio Navarrete, Tony Blazer, my bad, Ty Naughton, Randy Carpenter, and Pichu London. Bottom 12, Michael Norman, Callum Wales, Kyle Cisnowski, James McLeod, Liam Ervig, Alex Jones, Danny Wells, Jake Cole, Ryan Cooper, Lynn Wright, Cody Lamas, and Sean Henley. Crazy race here. Had a lot of incidents, took out more than half the field, but we got the green flag laps when we needed them, and a well-deserved winner in Ryan Richards.
And we got a finish, which is obviously a good thing too.
Yep. Well, Robbie, it was great having you here for this Talladega race. Of course, the next race will be Darlington. Of course, like you said, it's going to be an interesting race to see how Darlington turns out.
Yep, when you talk about the little egg-shaped oval, it's anything goes, and it's all about, as you look at the famous clip from 1990 with Dr. Jerry Punch using the egg, that's just basically what you'll see down there. It should be a great race. Again, thank you for having me join you here in this PORWC Pepsi Cup Series event. I hope to have you join me for the Sunoco Nostalgia Cup Series events down the line.
All right, well, I'm hoping to do that sometime in the near future. And again, one more time, congratulations to Ryan Richards, his first career Pepsi Cup Series victory. And this is Randy Orton, Fan 2011, signing off. This race has been brought to you by Pepsi Next. Crisp, refreshing, amazing Pepsi Next. Subscribe to me, become a member of the gang. I'm out.